Oh, you're gonna love this one. Get comfy, let your thoughts wander. And when you're ready, baby, dream of a new life.
Unleashed Desire by Catherine Serafina. Chapter 7. I Said Yes to Me. 6 months later, the city looked like it had been painted just for us. Golden lights spilled across the skyline, glowing off windows, bouncing between high-rises like it had nowhere better to be. A soft breeze tugged at the hem of my skirt, and the rooftop bar buzzed with soft music, clinking glasses, and laughter. I leaned against the railing, one elbow resting casually as I swirled my drink, something bright, citrusy, and way too easy to finish. Chloe bumped her hip into mine. "You're doing that look against the sunset thing again." "It's a good sunset," I said. She gave me a look. "You're hot and mysterious. We get it." I grinned and bumped her back. "Jealous?" "Deeply," she deadpanned. The rest of the girls gathered around a tall cocktail table nearby. Tara was already halfway through her second drink, throwing dramatic gestures into a story about an ex. Lindsay laughed with her head tossed back, totally unbothered, while Kylie offered quiet smirks and amused eye rolls. Jess was off playing pool against two guys who clearly thought they stood a chance. I loved them. I loved this. And the best part? It was mine now. Not something I was borrowing. Not a role I was playing. Me. Alicia. I felt Chloe lean closer. "Okay, so those guys across the patio?" I followed her gaze. A group of 4 stood near the bar, and before I could even fully clock the mic, I blinked. He hadn't changed much. Same charming smile, same relaxed stance, same energy that filled a room without needing to be loud. His eyes met mine for half a second. He smiled. My stomach flipped. "I think we've been made," Chloe said. He said something to his friends and headed our way, drinks in hand. I turned back toward the view, pretending not to notice. "Ladies," Mike greeted smoothly, placing 2 fresh drinks down. "Forgive the intrusion, but we couldn't help noticing you were criminally undersupplied with beverages." Chloe gave him a mock swoon. "A true gentleman." He turned to me. "And you look stunning." I tilted my head. "You always open with compliments, or am I just special?" "Very special," he said without missing a beat. His smile was charming, disarming, and familiar, in a way that made my heart skip. "You two know each other?" Chloe asked, playing innocent. "Sort of," Mike said, squinting. "Have we met before?" "Maybe once," I said. "Friend of Donna's?" He nodded slowly. "Right. And Alex?" I froze for half a breath. Then a voice behind him said, "Alicia was a friend of Donna's. And Alex, well, he was a friend of mine." Mike turned around, and there was Dale. Confident, dressed in fitted black slacks and a crisp shirt, open at the collar. We locked eyes, and for a moment, it was just us. Mike glanced between us. "You two know each other?" Dale smiled. "Sort of a complicated web." "Alex and I were close," I said quickly, "but he's gone now, moved away, started over." There was a beat of silence. "Was he okay?" Mike asked, concerned. "Yeah," I said. "Just needed to figure out who he really was." Mike studied me, then nodded. "Fair enough." Chloe slid closer to Dale. "And you are?" He smiled, extending a hand. "Dale." Her eyebrows lifted. "Dale? Well, Dale, would you like to join us?" "I'd love to." We melted into conversation like it had been waiting for us. Chloe and Dale hit it off immediately, sharing dry banter and playful elbow jabs. Every time I looked over, she was smiling wider. Mike never strayed far from me. He was warm, easy to talk to, and surprisingly flirty without being pushy. I found myself leaning closer, laughing more freely, glancing at his lips a little too often. "You've got a good laugh," he said at one point, quiet enough that only I could hear. "So do you?" I said, brushing my fingers along the rim of my glass. "You always this charming?" Only when I'm drinking sunset-colored cocktails on rooftops. He grinned. Lucky me. Eventually, I excused myself to use the restroom and grabbed a moment to breathe. When I came back, Dale was leaning against the edge of the rooftop wall, looking out over the city with a drink in hand. I stepped beside him. "Mike's into you?" he said, not turning his head. "He doesn't even know who I am." "He knows enough." We stood in silence for a moment, side by side, watching the skyline shift into dusk. "You look good," I said. "So do you," he replied, finally glancing at me. Glowing, actually. "I feel good," I admitted. Like I finally exhaled after holding my breath for years. He nodded. "I get that." "You thinking about making Dale permanent?" "Yeah," he said. "Almost did last week, but I've got a few things to finish up first. Donna's life has some loose ends." "You'll make a great Dale," I said softly. He smiled. "And you already make a perfect Alicia." I looked down, brushing my fingers lightly across the chain around my neck. It wasn't the same necklace, not the one that changed me. It was just something simple I'd picked out myself, gold and delicate, with a tiny heart pendant. But it was mine, and I liked how it felt. "No going back?" he asked gently. I shook my head. "Wouldn't even if I could." Before he could reply, we heard footsteps. Chloe strolled over, drink in hand, raising an eyebrow. "Okay, what are you two conspiring about over here?" "World domination," Dale said smoothly. Chloe said, not buying it. She leaned on the railing beside him, smiling at us both. "You two looked way too serious for a rooftop bar." "We were being deep," I said, sticking out my tongue. "Well, come be fun again," she said, nudging me. "Mike's been looking around like he lost his favorite toy." I rolled my eyes, but my cheeks were already warming. We walked back together, me between them, and as we rejoined the group, Mike's eyes lit up like he hadn't expected me to return. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't magic, but it was mine. And for the first time in my life, I liked who I was. No, more than liked. I said yes to her. I said yes to me. The end.
Did that leave you wanting more? The naughty version's waiting for you on my Patreon, along with so many other juicy little secrets. Go on, baby. You know where to find me.